And welcome, Warrior fans, to Homecoming 2024 here at Paul L. Parker Field. It is the Southern Wells Raiders coming to town to take on your Wes-Del Warriors on this homecoming evening. I'm here with the coach, John McLaughlin. I am the superintendent, Kyle Mealy. Coach, been a fun week of homecoming festivities. I know that you were out a lot of the week because you had a family you had to take your daughter down to Florida.
Yeah.
But you did make it up today and got to see the end of homecoming, which Friday's the culmination of all the activities. And then the culmination of the culmination is the game tonight. So it's been a fun week, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's always great. Homecoming, Wes-Del, we've said it a million times, but nobody does it like Wes-Del, and you and I should know because we've been in a lot of schools. So the fact that Wes-Del embraces homecoming and just makes it such a special week for the kids. It's a lot of traditions, but a lot of new things every year, and it just grows. And I tell you, the memories that the kids have from these homecoming games are ones that they'll never forget. And it's just a fun week, and it's going to be a great night for football, and couldn't have topped it off any better with the weather we're going to have, and it's just been an awesome week.
Folks, I can't believe you wouldn't be in attendance, but if you're not, we are glad you're with us tonight. And if you hadn't hit the subscribe button for the Wes-Del Sports Network, hit it. We are well over 1,000, and we want to keep gaining. But tonight the stands are packed. The festivities are, as we mentioned, ending in the big game tonight. They had the parade, and we'll have some halftime festivities here. But we're about 6.5 minutes from kickoff, so let's talk about the Southern Wells Raiders coming into town. They come into this one 0-3 overall and 0-1 in their conference. I know they've lost a couple of tough games here on their schedule, and we'll go through that real quick. They started the year off against Elwood, and they lost 47-6. And then they played Madison Grant in week 2, losing 58-0. And then they were at Jay County this past week, week 3, losing 47-0. So they've only scored 6 points on the year so far. And statistically, looking at them, and you look at their breakdown of their player stats, passing-wise, that's not their big thing. They have only passed so far for exactly 0 yards. So they're doing everything on the ground and everything rushing. And total on the yards gained this year from Max Prep says 24. So they've struggled offensively, both passing, obviously, and running. So we'll see what happens tonight for the Warriors. They also have had a few of their struggles of their own. Probably not the start, Coach, that, knowing Coach Knuckles, not the start that he wanted this year, but also the fact that they are playing a much more difficult schedule at the beginning of the year than we thought. I think a couple of teams that surprised you and I were, number one, Tri-Central was a lot more physical when we were up there for at least that first half before the delay. And last week you didn't get to see Greenwood Christian, but they had what I think is probably the best quarterback we faced in the 15 years I've been here. So Alexandria, Tri-Central, Greenwood Christian, a little bit of a surprise to start 0-3, but then you look at them and you're not surprised at all, really, at the way they've scored.
Well, high school sports, you just never know from year to year, and the way things change anymore, one team could go from not very good to pretty good and quickly and in a hurry. So, yes, if you would ask Coach Knuckles, I'm sure that there are things that he'd like to get better at, and you hope that you see those things getting better in practice every week. And you hope that the tough schedule that you started off with will lead into success as you gain some confidence, gain some experience. I think it's going to pay off. I hope tonight. I feel really good about tonight.
You have all week long.
Yeah, and so I'm I've been very positive with Coach Nuck when I've been around him. And
both of you are the forever optimists.
Well, not always, but I am when it's not my team. And I am very happy for him, his week of preparation, and I think he's ready. So,
you know what else is ready? Kid Rock. For me, it sounds like Kid Rock is right here, but here come the Warriors onto the field. Escorted in by the great Kid Rock. And a couple of updates that all of you at home may not be aware of. This is just breaking news within the last evening into Friday. And this is the world of high school football and football in general, but sophomore quarterback Cam Vonderschmidt has been ruled out for the year, and unless that changes, That is due to a hand injury, a fracture on his throwing hand, and been ruled out again for the year. So we're going to be looking at a freshman quarterback, Noah Purdue, taking the snaps to start, and that is what we've been told from the coaching staff. There will be a couple of packages that might also include Tyler Summers in the backfield. We'll see if that's more of a running package, but we will be seeing number 18, Noah Purdue, in under center, and what a big task for a freshman. He is the JV quarterback, but this is a big task and big one on homecoming night.
Well, welcome to high school sports. You get your first start on homecoming. But, that's how it is. It's the next man up. And when you have been taking all the snaps at JV, that typically means you're the number 2 guy. So, especially at a school our size. And so, he's going to get his chance and thrown right out there. And, we kind of laughed with his dad today. And I think his dad's probably more nervous than he is. But I said, hey, what a better way to do it than just let's start right here at homecoming.
And we are at that time now where the choir will be singing the national anthem. This is the elementary through high school choir here at Wes-Del, and they will be singing the national anthem on homecoming here, and you can see them perhaps on your screen, but right now there we go, panning out and getting down there. Blocked a little bit by the crowd, but there they are, and we will waiting to get some sound. While they're waiting to get that sound figured out there, we want to remind every one of our sponsors. Star Financial Bank, you're listening to the Star Financial Bank pregame, which is also sponsored by the Van Mater Reed Realty Team. So also we have Dowling Dumpster Rentals, and we have, they've got big audio problems.
They have to go a cappella here.
They might have to. Star Rocket Media is also a sponsor, and American Pest. And at this time, if I have to move out and do some work, I will. I'm going to go ahead, and you can hold on here, Coach. I'm going to go see what
sing it. We are taking a short break here as we get some audio issues taken care of for our choir. And I would think with that many choir members, if we have to go without a microphone, the visitors may not hear it as well, but the home crowd will definitely be able to hear it. As I can see our superintendent going down to take care of the microphone. This is a small town. Where else would the superintendent have to go down and turn the microphone? I love the fact that you have that right on camera, too. Seems like he got it. Looks like he may be out of breath at this point, going up and down the stairs at that speed. Looks like we're going to do it right now. Well, folks, there you have it. That was the national anthem by the middle school and high school choir. We have the captains taking the field, both for Wes-Del and Southern Wells, for the coin toss, shaking hands. And we'll see how this plays out and see what team has chosen what as far as kickoff, receive. And we'll be just about underway here. We say both teams coming into tonight looking for a win. When they're struggling on the season, both teams are dying to get that first victory. You could tell that Wes-Del, of course, at homecoming, really feels like they probably want to do well with the big crowd here like we talked about earlier. I know if the parking lot was any indication, I had to park quite a distance to find a spot. So Wes-Del has, I guess the kickoff coin flip has been done already, and it looks like Wes-Del will kick off to start. That means they'll get the ball and start the second half. So not sure if they won the toss and decided to kick or decide to defer to the second half. I know some coaches will choose to take that, and I think that maybe they deferred on. And so they won the toss and decided to defer, which means you get the ball to start the second half. So we're just about underway here as both teams come out. Be Wes-Del lining up to kick off first to Southern Wells. It sounds like, I don't know if the microphone's working, but it sure sounds like the rest of the speakers are working here.
Yeah, I'm back.
I was worried about you. I didn't know.
There's a lot of audio issues.
Well, going up and down the stairs at that speed at your age.
Well, I thought I was going to tumble over and end it. So sorry, folks, but here we go. We're getting ready for kickoff here. Homecoming. It looks like Southern Wells is going to be.
Yeah, I think we won the toss and deferred is what we think. So.
Well, here we go, Coach.
We will rock you.
We will. We are rocking now. It is turned up for sure.
You did a good job with the audio because I can sure hear it.
And that is going to be returned there. I didn't quite see who
number
it was. 25. Finally tackled there by, looked like number 50. It was Jonah Whitworth at the bottom, number 23, but I think also getting in there was number 5 for us, Owen Long. So the Southern Wells Raiders will take over with 11:54 to go here. 1st and 10 on the 43. You're looking at the Star Financial Bank scoreboard at the bottom of your screen. Scrolling down by the quarters are the athletic corporate sponsorships. Love our athletic corporate sponsorships. They contribute so much to Warrior Athletics. Here we go. 1st and 10. Raiders kind of in motion. Looks like they're going to pass. That one got a hand on it, I think, in the backfield.
Well, it caught me off guard because you mentioned in the pregame 0 passing yards on the season.
And
they went empty backfield with a 4 spread. With 4 spread there.
I'm going to tell you this. I don't know that Max Preps is correct on theirs because I can't believe they only have 24 yards on the season. I mean,
well, that a lot of Max Preps depends on the coaches.
Yeah, what they're putting
in their information.
So here you go, 2nd and 10, ball on the 43 for the Raiders again. Now they have some backfield action. They're actually in motion, and the ball is handed off, and it is going to be bundled up there. First contact was 76. That was Luke Powers, and then it was finished off by number 10 and number 44. That is Eli Wright and Grayson Mealy. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Actually a little bit, I guess it's right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and the handoff there was almost fumbled. It was picked up nicely by the running back because he didn't really put it right there in the old breadbasket like he'd like.
3rd and 10 here, big play. This could easily be a turnover, a little screen pass, and that's going to be 4th down. I would assume where they're at on the field, they will punt. We'll see what they do. And it looks like they're bringing the punting unit out.
Good pressure there. If you noticed, a little blitz package sent by the old ball coach, and Grayson Mealy got there and put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Didn't get the sack, but he'll definitely get the pressure in the hurry.
Did you notice the old ball coach is sporting black tonight? Everybody else has got the maroon with the gray trim sleeves. The old ball coach is going visor.
Got a timeout here.
What we got here? All right, let's talk about the old ball coach's fit, though. He's got the black visor. He's got the black polo. There you see him in the bottom of your right hand, and the white stripe down the back.
Looks a good look. Johnny Cash.
He is. He is the man in black tonight.
Still got the spread. There's a flag.
Flag. I think it's going to be on them.
I think that's going to be illegal formation, if you ask me. But
well, we'll see if they assess it. I think you'll have the option to re-kick, or do you get to assess it after the?
Yeah, that's a good question. False start on them. So no, that will be Coach Knuckles can decide whether he wants a re-kick or just go ahead and take it. Yeah, I thought it was an illegal formation there.
Yep. Nothing gets by Coach McLaughlin. I think we're just going to take it.
Sometimes be careful what you wish for. You have them re-kick it and they get a better kick, or we fumble it or something.
Never want to second guess yourself. You just go with your gut. So defense, nice first possession there, and here comes the offense again. It looks like Noah Purdue will be under center here. Number 18, a freshman. He's hard to see back there, but
it's fun. It's just fun to. It's fun to see those young guys getting out there and getting a chance to compete. They're a little pitch
Mason
play.
Davis with a pitch play. He's looking for some blockers. He's got a few and carries it up about 6 yards. Yeah. And so positive gain for the Warriors on their first possession.
The wristband almost takes up his whole arm.
There's a good shot on the screen down there was Noah.
One thing I was talking to Coach.
Look at 18 right there. That's a freshman getting into.
He's lead that huddle though. One thing I was talking to Coach Nuck about is that he said he knows all the plays and gave Coach a lot of confidence that he can run this the way that we're running and what we want to do. We're going to take the pressure off of him. We're not going to ask him to go back there and throw 30-yard passes. Brock
Nauman is just 2 yards short on second down of a first down, so we'll see what they do there. But I have to chuckle when Noah has Grayson go by him. Grayson's just about 6 foot 240.
Well, when he stands next to Jonah Whitworth,
it is fun to see. Here he comes. It's
freshman versus
folks.
Bunch of seniors.
It's hard not to cheer for a kid. His freshman, he's got the towel and everything.
Listen,
I love it.
He's going to do well tonight. I have good confidence.
I love it. Here we go.
These older guys are going to pick him up, and he's going to have a good night.
3rd and 2. Got a little motion going. Brock up the middle, and he stopped, and that really only was a gain of 1. So we'll see what the Warriors do. They're looking 4th down and 1. Will they be aggressive in this position? I don't know what Knuckles wants to do, and he is looking like they're talking it over.
Coach, I think he's going for it.
Anson's going to put the freshman quarterback in there and say, let's go for it.
You see that pat on the shoulder there by Hanson?
Let's hope they didn't call the old tush push and they're going to throw the freshman into it.
They might just be able to throw him over the pile here.
Here we go, folks. 4th and 1, ball on the 40. Almost 9:10 left. This is a big possession here to see if they can get the first down.
I think this is Brock Nauman time.
They're going to hand it to Brock, and he is across for the first down and more. Great call by Coach Knuckles and Coach Hanson.
The hardest hit that Brock took right there was from his own guy, Easton.
Yeah.
Easton was trying to get out of his way and kind of got spun around by the defender and ran right into each other.
So a first down, that's your first down on the Star Financial scoreboard. Folks, if you're looking for a loan or you need some type of lending, call Trent Dowling at Star Financial Bank, and he will set you up. 1st and 10, 8:45 to go on the 43-yard line. Warriors moving the ball early.
Got a new quarterback in there, I think.
And it is a fumble. I hope we fell back on top of it.
Yeah, no, that was Tyler Summers under center on that play.
And we said we'd see a little bit of this, and Summers is going to split some time in there, and he is coming off to the side. And his first snap is a loss of a yard, and here comes Purdue back in.
We got too many guys in that huddle?
No, Summers came off.
Okay, all right, good.
I think. I'll cross my fingers that he did.
Well, at least somebody came out, I hope.
That is Grayson Mealy. Grayson Mealy has it, and he is
taken down, but not
taken down.
So he picks up about 7.
Yeah, he picked up about 7 yards on the carry there. He's talking about how he got grabbed from the back.
Little counterplay there on the backside. Spun around and faked the handoff to Brock up the middle. Grayson took it around the opposite side and was able to pick up a good chunk of yardage, leaving third and about, 5 here?
Yeah, 3rd and 5, ball on the 48. Warriors chewing up some clock here, too. 7:24.
That pitch play again.
There we go. Keep going. Keep churning. Keep churning. Get going. He's going. He's going. He is out of here. That is Eli Wright for the first touchdown of the ball game on homecoming. And here's the replay. He broke that first tackle and then just stiff-armed a guy and took it the rest of the way in. Great run by Eli Wright. Great job by the big guys up front, Coach.
Yeah, I thought for sure the 25 there had an angle to get him, and Eli just outran him to the corner. So good job by everybody. You know, the pitch play, great call by Coach Hansen. Gets the ball quickly out of Purdue's hands and allows him to get it to a guy that can try to break something around the corner and get himself in space. And good blocking by the guys up front to lead to a touchdown.
And every touchdown tonight that is scored, it's Dowling Dumpster Rentals. I was told Mike Dowling will do 10 push-ups for every score. We don't have a camera on Mike, but
I do not believe that was
that's what we were told. There's Brock trying to go in for 2, and I think he's just short.
He just tried to stretch it out, but his knee hit first.
So the Warriors lead 6-0, and they strike first here on homecoming. It is homecoming varsity football here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We'll be back with you after a short break. Welcome back. It's homecoming, and the Warriors strike first. Want to say hello to none other than bus number 1. Julie, we love you. We see you there. Good luck to the Warriors. Justin Wicker, nice to see you in there. Good old Brandon Hoff, the greatest technology director at the elementary. He is in there. Emily Love, love to see you in there. And Hollinsburg Fire, Wes-Del alum from 1987 football.
All right.
Don't like the black uniforms. What happened to the school colors? Well, times move forward. Sorry.
Maroon, black, and white.
It's maroon and white, but black is integrated in as a neutral color and an alternate. So they're back in black. We like them. Kevin Dodd, nice to see you. We appreciate all of you in the chat. If you want to say hello, feel free. Remember to be positive.
Force them out of bounds here, but stopped at about the 35, maybe the 36. That's where Southern Wells will take over.
And so a good first possession, and it's kind of what you want to see, especially on a emotional homecoming night, Coach. That's, as a coach, that's really, really good sign.
Well, when you have a young quarterback, takes a little bit of the pressure off. You get a good series, ends in a score. You feel good about everything, and then makes your defense have a little bit of breathing room.
And there is Shailene Jackson saying good luck to the Warriors. Thank you for watching.
Hit that subscribe.
Here, they're going to pass again. A lot of pressure coming, and it's picked off.
Oh, that's picked off.
That's an interception. And that is 53.
Dallas Godby.
Dallas Godby. Couldn't be. I tell you what, there isn't a kid I love more out there, other than my own maybe, than Dallas Godby. Such a great kid. And we talked about him this morning. We were all talking about how he's the ultimate teammate.
Yeah, he's worked hard to get himself to a position to be a really, really good football player for us. And, he gets in that weight room, puts the work in, and it's paid off. And right there was in the right spot, had his head up, eyes on the quarterback, and saw the ball in his area, and he made the interception and big turnover. So let's see if we can cash these into points.
And coming up to the line is that freshman, Noah Purdue. He's got number 18 on there. I wonder if he's a Peyton Manning guy.
Oh, look at that.
A little double.
Counter again the other way.
That went to Owen Long, and I don't know that we picked up any yards there, but still I like the interesting thought there. Stacy, I'm going to probably say your last name wrong. I apologize, so I'll just say hello, Stacy. It's great to see you in there. And thank you, Mrs. Producer. She said it was a great parade, and they have 6.6 pounds of candy, according to the scale. I don't doubt it. There is no better place to get candy than the homecoming parade at Gaston.
It's a dentist's dream.
Here we go, 2nd and 11. The ball's on the 38. Pitch play here.
It's
looking to the outside, and it's long, and it's a good tackle, I think, for a loss.
Coaches were asking for possibly the horse collar tackle, but he was shaking his head no, said he had enough of the jersey.
Well, we're in 4-down territory for sure. This is going to be third and 11, and we've not seen Purdue throw, and now we see Tyler Summers coming back in. His first snap was a little bit of a miscue, so let's see what happens here.
I'll bet you it's going to have something to do with him trying to sneak outside. Or
could be a little wildcat action.
That's what I'm thinking.
Here we go. Snaps away, and a lot of pressure coming. It's
again.
a fumble, and it is going to be Southern Wells' ball.
Yes, recovered by Southern Wells.
And so
that one's not exactly goes as planned, but nothing hurt. We basically just exchanged field positions there for about 6 plays. So nothing hurt on that as we switch over. Like Southern Wells will take over just beyond their 40. Or, I'm sorry, just shy of their 40-yard line. Snap and a handoff for short yardage gain.
I'm getting text messages that they're getting background noise from Mr. Lake's mic, and I don't know how I became audio.
Well, you are the superintendent, so
somewhere along the lines, I became the audio guy. I don't know what. I didn't see what happened there.
Well, nice stop there for a 1-yard loss. So
okay,
be 2nd down and 11.
Be nice to pick up whenever you get a turnover. It'd be nice to turn right around and get one back. So,
yep.
Looks like everybody's out in their best. Wearing their best apparel. Pass play.
Throw. This time we're going to keep it.
Tackle made there. Nice tackle made, and that was Dallas Godby.
No gain.
Dallas Godby making his presence known early. He's got the interception, and then he's in the backfield causing havoc. So 3rd and 11, ball on the 38, and we're already 4:20 left in the first quarter. So both teams that run the ball, they make that clock move. Oh, I need to turn down the YouTube there.
Thought it was going back in time for a second.
Gonna go back in time. I was told, I sang several times, I was told to quit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't even my wife.
There's another pass.
And
that's
that one, almost intercepted by one Mr. Tyler Summers.
Boy, he would have loved to have done that.
Yeah.
Ball getting through his hands on the fumble.
Always makes you feel good to get one back. 4th and 11.
I'm going to bring up probably a punting situation.
You got to be tired, Coach. You've been Mr. Traveler this week.
I'm good, man. I'm heading to Manchester College tomorrow and university now, I guess. And
I'm just proud of you for plugging through tonight. I know you're in tooth pain. I've been there.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, but it's tooth pain and back pain I always think are the worst.
Yeah.
So, sacrificing for your fans. That's a good punt.
It is a nice punt. Tyler Summers with the ball. Hold on to that thing. And actually a nice coverage there by Southern Wells.
Really good job. So the Warriors are going to take over right around the 25-yard line. That young man that made the tackle coming up a little slow there. And, Coach, I saw down there, just down right at the 20-yard line, wearing a white polo and a tan hat. I can't tell. Is that
That's Tony Cox.
That's Tony Cox right there.
Good friend Tony Cox, who is down there manning the sidelines. You have no better hands than you are than when you know Tony Cox is your trainer.
Look at these camera angles by Mr. Producer. Just, I don't know how he does it.
It's like ESPN 4.
Oh. ESPN Quattro.
Okay.
ESPN Quattro. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Grayson in motion.
Be a pitch to Grayson Mealy, and he is
leaning forward. He's going to pick up. Looks like about 2.
2 yards. He got tripped up there in the backfield. Nice job by the defender to get to him. He was rumbling, stumbling.
Grayson's one of those runners that want to get those shoulders turned north and south because boy, when he does, as he's going outside there looking to turn it up, sometimes I think he'd be, and he's learning. Remember, this is his first time
he's
being a running back.
He's never carried the ball in his life.
He turned those shoulders and goes upfield and just runs somebody over.
Yeah.
That might be an option tonight.
In motion now, and that's out to Eli Wright, who's been successful. He just absolutely laid a hit.
That'll be a first down.
Put his head down, and he just laid one. Watch this on the outside, Coach. He comes right here.
Low man wins.
And bam. And that is that hit caused the first down. So Eli Wright has the touchdown and also has so far what I'd call the hit of the game. Yeah, and it was from the offense.
Yeah, he's having a good game, really being aggressive out there.
Right now he may be the Star Rocket star of the game with that hit and the touchdown. But we'll see. There's a lot of game left, Coach. A lot of game left.
A lot of game.
That's a fake pitch to Grayson, and it's
there he goes. He's gone.
He's going. It's Eli Wright again. This could be touchdown number 2, and he is taking it to the house. And a great call by Coach Hansen.
What a good play. And, you have to run that all the way through the whole options and all the fakes to get that to work. And Noah Purdue did his job and got it to the right guy, and he just ran and did the rest.
And a fantastic, I tell you what, Mr. Producer is on it tonight on the replay. The American Pest, you'll never have another Pest replay.
That's right.
You call Bob.
If you have a pest, call Bob.
I called him over because Kai Denny lives down from me, and he would not leave my backyard.
That's a big pest.
And I called Bob, and we got a program.
You haven't heard from Kai since.
And I don't know what they did, but Kai's never talked to me again. So here we go. Let's see if we go for 2. I think we are.
Looks like we're set up that way.
Sorry, I had to get a drink. It's hot in here.
There's a flag on that play.
Yeah, I think it might have been on us.
See what they call here. It's illegal motion or a false start, one or the other. Declined because we didn't score, so it'll be turned over to Southern Wells after the kickoff.
Hey, but nothing short of celebration. It's 12-0 for us so far with 2:36 to go, and we're going to be right back here after a short break on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And welcome back, folks. Coach, put your headset on. We're back.
Oh, my bad.
Mike Dowling has completed 20 push-ups.
There is no truth to this, folks, because that's about 18 more push-ups, I think, that Mike could.
I want Mike Dowling. I want
there's
someone.
only 12.
I need someone to get a hold of Mike Dowling right now and tell him that is the deal that I know was made by him, and he has got to produce the facts that he did 20 push-ups because they've scored twice now.
No.
So the Dowling Dumpster Rentals.
The fact might be the hospital entrance.
Folks, 12-0. Great start in the first quarter for the Warriors here at homecoming. And, again, want to thank our sponsor, Star Financial Bank, the Van Mater Reed Realty Team. There's no better realty team in the business. American Pest, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, and Star Rocket Media. And as we mentioned, Eli right now 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and he had what would be the biggest hit of the night, and it was when he was carrying the ball. Here's the kick. See what the Raiders can do with it. And he is met early there. Wow, Jonah Whitworth has the ball, but I don't know.
They called that play dead on full.
I don't know what they know. I don't think they have any idea why Jonah Whitworth has the ball. But there's no one right now that has.
I think they're calling forward momentum was stopped. And they're going to give the ball to Southern Wells.
Yeah, probably the right call. I mean, if you didn't have a good look at it. Although he came right out of there with it. I just got a text. He said he sent me a picture here. He said he's pumped out 20 already, and he made the baby fall asleep.
Oh, wow.
And by that, I think he meant he was asleep.
There's
a pass tipped and almost picked off by Mason Davis. So, folks, I do have actual proof from Dowling. Mike Dowling, Dowling Dumpster Rentals. He's done 20 push-ups.
He sent you a picture of himself sitting in a recliner.
holding his child.
That's not a push-up. There's not proof of anything.
I'm going to go with it.
But we do love your sponsorship, Mike.
Yes. I'm going to go with it. He looked sweaty.
Hell, yeah.
First, it should be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he is met at the line by everybody.
Picks up a yard.
Grayson Mealy was the first one in there. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Mike's ever lied to me before. Of course, I don't have any fact checkers on most of the stuff he tells me. And believe me, the way we're playing, he's better pace himself.
I'm going to ask him, if we keep scoring at this pace, not to do any more push-ups, please. We'd like to keep him as a sponsor.
1:47 to go here. 3rd down. Little screen pass out. Let's see if we stop that, and they do. That is a great tackle by number 5, Owen Long.
They picked up 2, but that's still going to leave them 4th and about 6.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. It looks like they're going to kick. So I'll tell you this much. I started my career in education at Southern Wells.
You did.
And you talk about a program that at that time, and not knocking anything now, it's everyone's programs are different, but they won the state championship in 2001, I believe, under Coach Mark Lefevre, and that was a heck of a team, and they've had some great teams. That's a good punt.
You do have a good punter.
Yeah. Mason's got to get on that.
Get on it, Mason.
There you go.
Can't get up once you're down.
Yeah. And that's going to put us at the 20-yard line. But they had some strong teams. They've got a strong tradition. So, I don't foresee them. If they're having a bad year, I don't foresee it for very long. And I loved my time there. Great school, great community.
Shame they asked you to leave.
They did ask me to leave, yes.
No, they didn't.
No,
they didn't. But I was going to say that anything in 1A, it's just cyclical. You have to keep those players coming, and sometimes it just is a matter of you can have a great program, but you might just go through a cycle where you're rebuilding. And
Mr. Producer, look up cyclical. I think you've had too much Advil. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Pitch play going the other direction.
Different pitch plays that didn't quite get where we wanted it to go, and that is wrapped up. That was Carter Flynn, so.
Like a double counter.
Double dippity-doo dunkaroo. Our camera seems to be adjusting to the light or something.
It's me.
I'm trying to. It's Mr. Producer. Never mind, Mr. Producer. You're doing good. I will never question your ability to produce a quality item here.
On air.
2nd and 13. That one didn't work out too well. We're almost at the end. This may be the last play of the quarter. I'm just ignoring you.
Oh, there's a fumble.
I think we're back on top of it.
Looks like it. Just again, young quarterback trying to probably get the play off a little quicker than he needed to, and But nothing hurt.
No, it's going to be other than 3rd and 13. That's the end of the first quarter, and it's a productive first quarter. Warriors lead 12-0 on homecoming. We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And welcome back. Time for second quarter action. Let's do a quick Van Mater Reed Realty update. First quarter, 2 rushing touchdowns by Eli Wright gives the Warriors the 12-0 lead. And currently the Warriors have it 3rd down and 13, ball on the 18. We'll see if they can convert here at a long 3rd down. And it is same play. Mason Davis, and he's gone.
Result.
He may be gone.
He's
got one man to beat.
That's Eli Wright.
That's Eli Wright again. I thought it was Mason Davis. Eli Wright, 3 touchdowns
in the first
half. And all very similar.
Yes, they are. Listen, Coach Hansen, he is shortened that playbook up to about 4 plays, and one of them is working really well.
Wow.
And again,
we're talking yardage. I mean, he's got to be close to 100 yards.
Yeah, I would think so.
In the first half.
And helping that young quarterback have success is
I'm hoping
key.
I'm hoping those weak pencil arms of Mike Dowling can hold up.
Well, yeah.
He's at 30.
We're past that.
And here we go for 2 to see if we can get it this time. There's a great shot. You see the young freshman quarterback who, man, what a game so far, commanding that line. And he's rolling out. He's got a throw.
Oh, my gosh.
It is for 2.
Attaboy.
And he is one excited kid down there.
I felt like I was with him on that pass because I saw him pop open. And what?
I didn't see who caught it. I think it was Carter Flynn.
I think it was.
Yeah. And that is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Noah Purdue, first pass. It's a completion for a 2-point conversion to Carter Flynn. Warriors lead 20-0. We're going to stay here with you.
You think that Eli Wright was running fast? You should have seen when he saw him catch that Noah Purdue run back to the sidelines with a sprint and about 4, 5, 6 guys meeting him before he got to the sideline.
I think Coach Hansen got in the air more than I've seen Coach Hansen jump in weeks, months, years. He's going to be hurting from that. They were excited.
He was so excited for that play. Coach Hansen almost got his head to 5 foot there. He jumps on.
So the update, if you're just tuning in, just getting here, or just maybe you haven't been paying attention, Eli Wright, 3 touchdowns. I'm going to say unofficially over 100 yards rushing here in the first half. And Noah Purdue filling in for Cam Vonderschmidt, who is injured and out for the season with a fracture, I believe, in his knuckle on one of his fingers on his throwing hand. I saw the picture. His finger was going the wrong direction in that picture. And Noah Purdue steps in as a freshman, the JV quarterback, and he throws a 2-point conversion on his first pass. And I think every guy on this team was ready to pick him up and carry him off. So what a fantastic start here, 20-0. You can't let up. There's a lot of time left, but it's 11:48 to go, and the Warriors just need to keep on plugging. Once again, I want to thank the Star Financial Bank. You see the scoreboard at the bottom of your screen. Mike Dowling Pace yourself. And the kick's away. I might go out of bounds right down there at about the 20, 15-yard line, somewhere in there.
Looks like we're going to send the offense on, so they'll accept the penalty and go from there.
Now, I don't even want to tell you. I can't even tell you what happens if we score 40 in one game. There is something special that happens. I guess I'll tell you.
Okay.
Trent Dowling and Mike Dowling agreed when they did their sponsorships that they would do an arm wrestle.
I remember hearing.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the so.
Well, Mike will be worn out. So
well, Mike said it would be the turn of the hat, backwards hat, over the top style, and that he could beat Trent. It would probably take all day for somebody to win. That passes away, and it is incomplete.
No,
complete.
We caught it. They're saying
yeah, they said he did catch it. That was a catch made by number 25. That was Leland Goodnight.
That went through about 3 or 4 different hands before he kept his hands on it. Nice catch.
He bobbled it. I thought going to the ground is where he lost it, but he held on to it.
Leland, like you said, Leland Goodnight there, a junior who made the catch.
Goodnight. So that's a first down for the Raiders, and they are actually in to Warrior territory. And here it is. And
my gosh.
My goodness.
Welcome to high school football.
Grayson Mealy and Luke Powers. And wow.
Luke Powers got there when the ball got there.
Yes. I thought Luke Powers was with the ball, came out with the ball, but wow.
Nice hit.
I love our energy tonight. I love the way we're playing.
Well, it's homecoming.
Yeah.
You know what year homecoming this is? The what year?
Oh, we're doing trivia, huh?
I'm just asking if you know.
Well, I mean, it would be is it the 67 was the first graduating class. Oh, that was an open pass. That's the big tight end.
Now the passing play's starting to work a little bit.
Yeah, that's Joshua Allback.
He's a good-sized tight end.
6'5", 185. He's actually just listed as a receiver.
This is the 54th homecoming on 1971. October 1st was the very first fall homecoming.
Well, that makes sense. That would have been football when I think we started football. I don't know.
Makes sense.
I think that's right.
Oh, pressure by
Jonah Whitworth, and he got it away, but not before Jonah Whitworth got a shot in.
Oh, there's a flag, late flag on the play. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's a late flag.
I don't know what that flag would be. We're going to find out from the far side.
So now all of a sudden Southern Wells has found something that works. Personal foul on Wes-Del. Not sure what exactly was, but and they don't always give the numbers in high school.
Well, what was the actual personal foul?
I don't know. I was watching the hit by Jonah Whitworth on the quarterback and the pressure. I thought he might get there. That's going to be half the distance.
Well, we're without Zach Reno.
First down.
We're without Zach Reno because there were 2 personal fouls called on Zach last week at Greenwood Christian. Now, one was one I was not thrilled with. I know that's rare for me to get upset, but he was blindside blocked, and they missed the blindside block. They never did tell us what the personal foul was. I didn't.
Like you're still mad about it.
No, I'm not. It's just I'm over it.
Oh. And there's a timeout, and it's taken by Wes-Del. They're going to take a timeout. I think the old ball coach wants to regroup here a little bit.
The passing game is causing the old ball coach a little bit of trouble.
All
here.
3 passes too have been kind of right there in the middle, and it looks like Coach Nuck is taking over the huddle.
Yeah, I think he's a little frustrated with that. Well, it's a beautiful looking field right there. Look at that shot.
Oh man, twilight, beautiful time of the evening.
Yeah, Paul L. Parker couldn't look better.
Let me tell you that first homecoming.
Okay.
That included on 1971.
By the way, look at that crowd.
Oh, it's a great crowd.
Yeah.
It included a pep session, the crowning of a queen,
Okay.
a homecoming victory, of course.
Who was
on
the queen?
homecoming. In Tri-High that night, we had an after-game dance. And then, of course, that set the tradition for all the homecomings to come and to follow. So
You don't know who the first queen was?
But, really? I don't remember. I was one, but don't remember. And I didn't go to Wes-Del, but I was in California.
You were in Long Beach, weren't you?
Long Beach, California.
The LBC.
Yeah, that's where I was.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Was this 1st and goal?
Yes, it is. Just inside, and there's that play.
That hit the ground. That is not a catch.
If he would have sold that a little better, he might have gotten it.
Yeah, I don't know that anyone – I was worried they didn't see it. Second and goal, 10 left in the second quarter. No, we haven't. I have gotten no update on the condition of Mike Dowling. That has got me concerned. Here's 2nd down, folks.
Another pass play. That was
almost picked off, and that's a
touchdown. That was a fingertip away from Eli Wright having his 4th touchdown, but instead, one of those rules, if you gamble and get in front of the receiver, you better knock it down or get it, because if not, the receiver usually wins in that one, and he did.
Well, I'll tell you this much. They just threw for the most passing yards so far all season.
That's probably true, yes.
And they scored a touchdown. I did not see. I think it was 52, Anthony. No, maybe it wasn't 52. Maybe it was 22. No, sorry, 42, Clayton Peterson with the catch. So the Warriors now give up the touchdown. They'll look to see. I think they're going to go for 2. See if we can get the stop on that.
Sure looks that way.
As we said, there's a lot of game left, so you don't want to give any momentum back to the other side. Ball's away.
That's going to be
he is going to
good
be
job, because it
short.
sure looked like that hole opened up. It closed up real quick by Brock Nauman.
Brock Nauman with an excellent tackle. He leads the team in tackles this year. He's doing a fantastic job. And so it's 20-6. The Raiders score and shorten that lead to 14. We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Well, we're back. And, folks, anyone that wanted to know, Julie Swartz helped us out. Karen Davis was the first homecoming
there we
queen.
go. All right. I knew we could count on our listeners.
And Tom Richards was the first homecoming king.
Okay.
Karen Davis and Tom Richards.
We haven't named ours yet. That'll be at halftime, right?
Yep, I believe so.
We've got several things still happening. The presentation of the court, and then we'll have the king and queen, parade winners, spirit stick will be presented, all kinds of stuff to wrap up here at halftime.
A lot of activities. Raiders, after scoring, will be kicking off. Tyler Summers and Mason Davis back to return. This looks like a little onside kick, and there's trouble. And I don't know if we got on it.
It looks like, I think maybe Owen Long might have gotten on it. No? Maybe it was Dallas Godby.
No, it was 52. It might have been Malachi.
Oh, okay, Malachi DuBois.
Yeah, it was 52.
I think you're right.
And thankfully that ball was...
It was squirting around there.
A little scary. So we'll see what the Warriors can come up with here.
I feel like Southern Wells probably feels a little bit of momentum right there. And
yeah, now's the time to squash that.
Yeah, we need to string together a nice drive.
1st and 10, 42-yard line. The young freshman quarterback, Purdue, under center. And we lost that. There was a fumble. And the ball is
on the ground. It looks like we came up with Malachi again.
So right now I would say just get a clean snap. Somehow I think we actually gained half a yard on a fumble.
Well, it can happen.
So we just got to clean things up a little bit. 2nd and 10. Mason Davis now in motion. Coming around the end. He got room.
Oh, he wants a little piece of the action.
He got one man to beat.
Yeah, he did.
And it's gone. Mason Davis to the house. And he's now on the board.
Tell you what, that play is working for us.
It is 26-6 now.
There's a little relook at the end of that play, and Mason Davis running that thing in. And one thing we've shown is our speed guys get outside the line of in the defensive ends. We're going to have a great yardage, if not touchdowns.
And it is whatever Coach Hansen is calling tonight on that play. Keep calling it.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Great coaching. Heard a great coach once say, I don't know what you're doing,
but keep
doing it. It's 26-6, Star Financial scoreboard. Warriors going for 2. Mike Dowling, please let us know you're okay.
He's in push-up position. Waiting to see if this 2-point conversion, and
Brock
he is. Brock does it.
And that is 28-6 now for the Warriors. We're going to take a short break, pay some bills, and also say a prayer for Mike Dowling. $9:10 left in the second quarter. We are 12 points away from an epic arm wrestling match that this Northwest Delaware County has never seen before. One featuring the banker from Northwest Delaware County, Trent Dowling, versus the dumpster mover from Northwest Delaware County, Mike Dowling. The word on the street is that they have not arm wrestled at a family function yet, but they will be doing it if we score 40 points. Don't know why that was the deal. I heard Trent's been working out.
If we can do a good job of pinning the back of that. It's a little sidewinder. And
I don't know exactly what happened there. He was tackled by his own player.
62 caught it, and they said, get down.
He's excited.
Caught that right in the air. Kind of an awkward
62,
catch.
that's Bladen Schomber.
Boy, Bladen, good catch.
And they're going to take over on the 43-yard line. And remember, they just came off of a good possession and a score where they moved the ball via the air after not having any passing yards coming into this one, and they moved it pretty easily. So Coach Knuckles is probably going to be concerned about that. Let's shut that down. We are pursuing the quarterback well, but he's getting rid of it just in time. I haven't mentioned who that is, their quarterback. Looks like they've got an offsides receiver. They're going to go to him.
Going long, and Tecumseh Dyer is there to... He turns his head around, he might have had an interception there. He's a young guy, too, getting some reps out there on the outside.
Yep. So the quarterback for is it number 10? Is it Trey Slusser?
I think so.
Slussers have been there for
There's a lot of slushers.
decades. All good athletes, too. Okay. Just kind of. Ooh. We got a video. Jay's doing sit-ups instead. So Jay,
thank you, Jay.
Wouldn't it be Mike Dowling to get Jay to do the
do the work?
Do the work for him. Classic Mike Dowling. His son's doing it. Thank you, Jay, for saving your dad. It's going to be second. And what do we got going on, guys? It's just second down, right? Second.
Yeah.
Or no, if there's a penalty, I guess. First,
they're going to replay that on the offsides.
That one was knocked down.
And if it wasn't going to go for any yardage because Grayson Mealy was right there ready to make the tackle.
Yeah. So it's 2nd and 15. Appreciate everyone in the chat, everyone watching. Once again, if you've not hit the subscribe button,
please do that.
Subscribe button. Please do. We're well over 1,000 subscribers. We appreciate everything that our sponsors do to bring this to you for free. And we appreciate everything our Mr. Producer does to up our game every single year, bringing you great camera angles and getting to see the action right there in your home. We apologize that the commentators aren't better.
There's a timeout taken.
By Southern Wells? I haven't seen a signal.
I think so, but I think it was by Southern Wells.
Coach, it's a great opportunity to introduce the cheerleaders.
Yeah, I would love to. Nevaeh Bevelheimer, we have Hayden Browning, Valerie Clark, Victoria Clark, Bailey Combs, Ansley Draper, Isabella Koger, Nevaeh Copshow, Gracie Penrod, Kylie Proctor, Kirsten Ronan, Nevaeh Scott, Letty Watt, Ava Whitmire, Jenna Woodson, as always, coached by Tori Purdue. I was going to mention something here while we're got a little bit of a break. I know some.
The cheerleaders I think the cheerleaders are getting ready to actually.
All right. Well, we'll talk over them, but
yeah.
There's some work being done right over here to the left. I noticed as I got home, they got quite a bit of brick done on the baseball press boxes. And
finally got our brick in. We were on a delay because the brick was back ordered, but the brick is here, and we are moving now. We're starting to lay the brick for the press box. Both of them at both fields, and the dugouts are starting to move along over there. So we're real excited about that.
Of course, the poles have been in for a while, and they're very noticeable.
Yeah,
it's going to be a nice setup.
Great facility, great for our softball and baseball programs. 2nd and 15 for the Raiders. He is met early by everybody.
Easton Stewart, first one there.
Everybody. Easton Stewart, Brock Nauman. Is that Powers in there? It's just, you name it. They brought everybody.
Yeah, there were quite a few.
3rd and 18 now. Coach, you're going up to watch a Warrior graduate tomorrow, Manchester for Alma. And we want to give a shout-out if Rachel's watching. Maybe she's watching tonight.
Well, she's not watching right now because she's playing.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
But, the varsity action twin. She's got one game tonight. I believe they're playing Franklin tonight. So we'll head up there tomorrow and see a little volleyball.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yes. Be good.
Somebody moved.
A lot of people are moving.
Yeah.
It's got to be on the defense there.
Yeah.
We'll pick up 5 of those yards they just lost, but it's still going to leave a long 3rd down.
And then your daughter, Cameron, another Warrior graduate.
Yep.
The 2020 class.
Right.
Is a graduate of Butler and now has the opportunity to work for Disney.
Yeah.
And is working down there and getting to live down there in Florida. Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure she is.
I'm not trying to make you emotional with both girls gone, but
what are you trying to do to me?
I'm trying to make you cry, I guess. But we hope if Cameron has a chance to watch, we give her a shout out and hope she's doing well. And we know she will. Ooh, there's a nice play inside. That's 76 there. And for us, that is Luke Powers. So Luke is getting in there. Jonah's getting in there.
Easton Stewart.
They're all getting in there. And this is 4th and 13, and there comes the punt unit for the Southern Wells Raiders. I have enjoyed everything about homecoming this week. The kids, but I want to give a shout-out to not only the kids, the staff. You know, it's not easy for a lot of people to make the mindset of we're going to have a week of just all about school pride, all about school traditions. And
ooh, that almost hit him.
It did. And our staff does a fantastic job not only of, putting up with the chaos of the week, but getting involved with the chaos of the week. If you want to see it, Mr. Producer has been live streaming a lot of the events. You can go back on the Wes-Del Sports Network and look at those. I don't know who won the volleyball match. Was it the juniors?
Juniors.
Juniors beat the seniors, and the seniors won Powder Puff. So
correct.
And if you want to know how that works, the boys play volleyball, the girls play football. And last year was pretty physical, Coach. This year, some rule changes in Powder Puff, and
that's great.
It went really well.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah.
When I was sitting in Florida, I watched some of it on the coverage there by Mr. Romine.
Here's the 1st and 10 play, and that's handed off. That's Grayson Mealy. He's going up the middle.
Nice run.
And he is picking up, it looks like, almost close to a first down.
He'll pick up 9, and you'll take that on first down.
You okay over there? If you could, just turn your sound down and die quietly.
Okay.
28-6, great first half for the Warriors. And it's 2nd and 2. You can see I can hear the voice of Caramel, Brian Lake, over the PA. The Warriors again moving the ball, and that's right again, I think.
It is.
And he is, I'm telling you what, he is turning and churning.
He's running hard.
And he's across, good first down, and it is down to the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. 36. I can't tell where they spotted that. Not sponsored by Family Eye Associates, but should.
Should be. If anybody's ever seen you with your glasses on, they definitely should be a sponsor.
Well, I've had them since 2nd grade, We all can't be as perfect as Coach McLaughlin.
No,
2020.
I've had glasses for about 4 years now, and I'm continuing to get closer to your prescription, I think.
However, you haven't had pop in
over 10 years.
10 years. That's what the rumor is. Now, here's the thing, folks. I don't know how anyone can prove that he hasn't had a pop, but he tells us he hasn't had a pop. Used to be a big Diet Pepsi guy, weren't you? Was that your drink of choice?
I think there were a lot of them. I just, whatever, was on the way to Pack-a-Sack.
They took that big run back, and I don't know what the call was, why it was called back, and did you see it?
No, but I'm guessing it was a hold because we picked up quite a bit of yardage, so that's my guess.
And now we're
going to bring 3rd and about 6. I can't see the chain gang over there. I do see Mr. Journey.
Journey, Mr. Freeman.
Okay, yeah.
Ryan New. And Devin Nanny.
Okay, so that's a crew right there.
That is a crew that that's an unstoppable force.
Well, not too unstoppable. Mr. Journey can barely move his neck.
This is true. Here's Grayson Mealy. He's looking to the outside. He's got some room. He's rumbling. He's stumbling. He's down the sideline. He could go all the way. Grayson Mealy on homecoming. He's losing steam. He's got one guy to beat, and it's a touchdown. Get the oxygen, baby. He is one tired fella.
He needs a break. He said they're trying to help him up, and I think he wants to lay there. Oh, boy. He's asking for somebody to come in for him. I need her. He's
waving. He said, I'm out.
Yeah, I need one. I can't breathe.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and they are up now 34-6. He is dead tired coming off of there.
Yeah, he's going to take
water and give me a break.
When that pushes that lead out to 34-6, and
it's 235, 240 pounds running down that sideline. That was.
And Tony Cox goes over and he's got a big smile on his face for him.
I bet his mom is losing her mind over there. What a good moment for her and the whole team. On homecoming, it's been fantastic. 34-6. Mike Dowling, that should be 40, I think.
And there's a 2-point conversion
Brock
that goes in.
And it should be 36-6 now.
So not quite to that 35-point running clock, but we're getting there.
Yeah, we are getting there. 5:20 to go.
Well, that was a great moment right there, I'm sure, for you too. And Grayson's still waving, trying to breathe over there. Great. Let me be the person to say, because I know how both of us are. We don't like to toot our own horns, but what a great article written by the Ball State Daily News, or what, I forget what the exact article is. That what they're called, the Daily News still?
Daily News by Zach Carter.
Zach Carter, who's really done some really nice articles on Wes-Del, and did a nice, really great article. I told you when you sent me that article, and I was able to look at it, because you know I don't do technology, and that'd be the only way I see it. But I did read it, and it couldn't have come at a, I don't know, better time or what for me. I just dropped my daughter off and was saying goodbye. Then you sent me that article, and I'm just like, man, I couldn't have been prouder. When I stopped with the tears coming down, some more came down. So just a great article. Thanks to Zach for covering us and doing a nice job, and Ball State just for covering high school sports in general. But that was a super article. If you haven't had a chance to see it, you can find it on our football page and a couple other places. But I was really proud of the article, and of course proud of the player and person that Grayson has become.
I appreciate that. You've known him since.
Well, I've known him since he was born. So.
Yeah, since birth. And I agree with you. Zach Carter, and I'm telling you what, we have some people. Kyle Smedley.
He's done some great articles, and now he's doing some things with the Colts and the Fever. And
Ball State is producing fantastic journalists, and I'm really excited about the Star Press's new Cade Hampton, who's going to be the new sports reporter as the Raiders take that one down and across the 25. But we've got a new Star Press reporter. I think tonight, if I'm not mistaken, from the Daily News, Jordan Long is here, and he is on site and tweeting live. And, you know, folks, sometimes we take for granted, you know, the old days of the coverage that we were able to have. And now for Ball State and the Daily News to step up like they have, and they're covering everybody. They're not just covering us. They're covering everybody. And not only that, but Zach Carter and I believe Jordan maybe have a podcast where they recap volleyball, golf, cross country, every sport you can think of. And so when you get a chance, support the Daily News and support those young student journalists, because that's what they are, and giving up their time, and they're not getting paid to do it. And that's phenomenal. So, yeah, I appreciate it. And I appreciate, as always, you know, your impact in Grayson's life. So it's a big piece. Nice tackle. That's Brock Nauman.
Good tackle by Brock. He shows why he's leading the team. And tackles right there with a good hit. Brock, of course, only a junior. He'll be back next year, and he just seems to keep getting better.
He is leading the team in tackles, and he is, as you said, you talk about a guy who appreciates the fact that he has a little help in the backfield this year, because there were times last year when we had Trey Adams who was getting, you know, Trey was such a great runner too. But Trey had the cramp problems last year, and then it was easy for teams to key in on Brock, and now he's got a couple other dual threats in there, and he's been able to.
Got a flag.
It's just a.
On defense, I think we may have either crossed over the neutral zone right away.
I don't know. He's kind of trying to figure things out here. They may pick this up. Or maybe not.
Yep, you're right.
Picking it up.
Yep, you're right.
I like when they do that, and hey,
they talked about it.
They talked about it. They got it right, and now they go. So it says 2nd and 9, and so Brock stopped him with only a yard gain. That's a deep shotgun there.
There's that pass play across the middle,
and it's wide open for a first down.
We are struggling to cover.
I don't know why. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why we can't cover 84. It's kind of like,
well, it's the middle pass. But, yes, 84 has been a recipient of those a few times. I think that will be a point of emphasis that Coach Knuckles and the old ball coach will probably talk about at halftime and see if they can get that figured out, because that's really the only success that Southern Wells has been able to find against our defense.
Joshua Albach is the one who keeps getting open in there, and he's doing a nice job. He's picked up quite a few yards through the air. once again, they have been more effective through the air than on the ground. They
Back
go
to
for it
throw
again.
again.
This might be a sack.
Got some pressure on that one.
And Grayson Mealy was in, but so was coming at the bottom of the pile, Jonah Whitworth. I tell you what, we've talked about Jonah before. Both of us really like Jonah as a football player. We like him as a person too. He's always in the backfield, and it's one of those where you look at him and you say he's that tall kid, and he's kind of lanky, but he's stronger than you think, and he's always getting in the backfield.
He seems to be making a lot of things happen, doesn't he?
Yep.
Easton Stewart was begging for a hold. I think he was probably right on that one, but
2nd and 14 now. Here
fake
comes the
handoff
fake
there.
again, and this one is short. A lot of pressure coming again, and the pressure was,
It's a good thing because 34 was open.
yep, pressure was brought by Luke Powers, Jonah Whitworth, Malachi Dubois, all getting into the backfield quickly, so he does not have a lot of time. Trey Slusser does not have a lot of time. We have a Week 4 halftime interview with Coach Knuckles at halftime, but we'll also have a couple of things to talk about before we get into that. We have the extended halftime, I believe, with homecoming.
Oh, okay.
It looks like they've got an empty backfield with 5 receivers. This could be interesting.
He's going to get rid of it quick.
Ooh.
There's a flag.
Are they going to call defense on that?
I don't know. We'll see.
If it is, it's on number 4, and that will be Tecumseh Dyer. And I mean, I don't know if he just didn't. If they're going to say he was.
Well, they could go either way, really, because Tecumseh, as a defender, is not allowed to jump the route and kind of bump him after 5 yards.
And it was a pass interference on Tecumseh Dyer, and he didn't really cause the. I think he just stopped, and the guy ran into him. But it's going to be a first down.
Just enough to. 15-yard penalty, and they were 14 yards away. So
it's 3:13 to go, and that's a 1st and 10. I'll check my phone, see if we got any updates on the. I'll tell you what. What kind of guy makes his kid do the sit-ups? Ooh, hit as he throws, and that one is short.
Squeezed through there, coverage by Grayson on that one, and that was in the hands of the receiver, but
that was
short.
Easton Stewart or Luke Power. It was 70-something that came in there, and Jonah Whitworth also putting pressure on as he was throwing. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, ball on the 44, 3:08 to go.
Got a timeout taken here by
Wes-Del. Timeout, Wes-Del. We'll be back here after the timeout on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Looks like Riley's taking it down.
And we're back here. Coach, quick update.
Yeah.
Girls golf this week. I know you were out, but we went to Jay County.
Yep.
And Hayden Browning shot her best at a 50.
All right.
And then we were at Blue River the next night and shot a 53. Charlie shot a 61 on Tuesday, and then I think she got a 59 or a 60, I believe, on. Ooh, that was hit as he throws. Big hit made there. That's Luke Powers. So they now have Tuesday night, Mrs. Sinawal.
Yep.
And then next Saturday is girls golf sectional, and the first sporting event of the fall season will be wrapped up unless one of them moves on.
That's correct, and it's a quick season, but a lot of activity in there. But it starts a little before school starts, so it ends.
Proud of those two
quickly.
young ladies.
In a lot of years, you could have some weather issues, but
yeah,
we haven't had some.
No, the ball has rolled this year.
Oh,
there's a fumble. That ball is loose.
And that's picked up by the Warriors.
And it is picked up, and that is Dallas Godby, I believe. It is Dallas Godby. He now has an interception and a fumble recovery. He does a little bow for everybody. Oh, I love Dallas. Such a good kid. Couldn't happen to a better kid. There isn't a bad kid out there. So this is such a good night so far. Hopefully the second half is just as strong, but we still have 3 minutes to go here. And as you said, is it the 35-point when it starts? But it has to be second half, right?
Second half,
yeah.
Yes. But anytime it gets to a 35-point or more cushion, then you start a running clock situation.
And here come the Warriors to the line. Pitch to Grace immediately, and then a pitch back, and now a throw, and he's wide open, and it's caught. And on goes Tyler Summers, churning on down. That was a flea flicker from Carter Flynn to Tyler Summers, and he was wide open. Woo, doggy. Hanson's opening up the playbook.
How about that? Coach Hanson had to dig deep and knock the lint off that play call. We haven't seen that one. And comes up, and the only thing that was just short of getting a touchdown. Otherwise, what a great play.
Tyler did a nice job of putting on the brakes on that first defender, and he went flying by. So big pickup. It's first and 10, ball on the 10. And now it's a pitch to Owen Long, and he's got room, and Owen Long is going to score, and he delivers a shot as he goes into the end zone, and that was number 21, Colton Boone, who paid the price there at the goal line, as you see right there in your replay in your time corner. And Owen Long is in, and the Warriors are up 42-6 with 2:25 to go in the first half.
Playing with a lot of confidence.
It has been all Wes-Del from the start. Here they come. I think they're kicking. I believe we are kicking here. Carter Flynn.
One player short.
And on comes Tyler Summers. Let's see if Carter can get one through. It's up.
It's low, but I think it's good.
And it is good. So Carter Flynn with the extra point, and it is 43-6.
Carter's throwing, kicking, doing it all here in this series.
Poor Jay Dowling, more sit-ups. It's almost like cruelty. We'll be back here as we take a short break. You're watching Homecoming 2024 on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And I do have an update around the county. It's halftime between the rival game of Delta and Yorktown. Yorktown leads 14-0.
All right.
And halftime. And so.
That's at Yorktown.
Yep. Excuse me, it was not It's Logan Connor. I apologize, Logan. Logan Connor's here watching our game.
All right.
For the Daily News, and he
goes all the way back into the end zone for a touchback.
He has a good picture from the booth.
Beautiful field.
Yeah, it's a beautiful field. First and 10, Southern Wells on the 20-yard line, 2:25 to go on the Star Financial scoreboard, 43-6. That's your Van Mater Reed Realty recap. And it's an empty backfield. They're getting ready to throw again, and that ball is up, and it is over the head of Albach. And Albach's been his favorite receiver.
Tyler Summers there in coverage, along with Owen Long.
I love this.
All right.
Shailene Jackson has the game on a movie screen in their backyard. If we listen closely, we can hear them cheering. That is awesome. That sounds like the way to watch it.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Best way to do it. Now we got a flag. What do we got there? A little laundry on the field. Are they calling it on us? And it is on us. What are they calling? Roughing the passer?
Well, now that's on us.
It's a big one. It's the first down and more.
Get some.
That's got to be a personal foul, roughing the passer. And he is completely bottled up. Dallas Godby, Malachi,
Jonah,
and Jonah there to meet him. So it's 2nd and 10 on the 35. There's a good shot of our defense. Godby's going to get a break.
So Zach DeWitt's going to come in and give him a break.
That one's down on the ground, now thrown up for grabs. And
caught, but tackled right away by Grayson.
Grayson Mealy. That was a catch made by number 20 for them. That is Levi Blake. He is the tight end.
Picks up 3 yards on that play. Yeah, text here from one Mr. Kai Denny, so apparently the pest didn't get away from us, but he's watching it in his backyard also.
Is his dad there?
Well, I hope so.
You know, that's my favorite Mr. Denny. Is the real Mr. Denny. He's my favorite.
The original.
The voice of the Warrior baseball program. Been able to be there for this 2-year, well, I think they moved.
Got a flag, and that's going to be 2 men in motion, so illegal procedure or illegal motion.
But Mr. Denny, the original, the OG, has been with us these 2 years and enjoyed these 2 sectional back-to-backs, excuse me, that we've had here in baseball, and also love that run to the semi-state 2 years ago. And he, I tell you, one of my favorite things was Grayson wanted a picture with him after that first year so bad that was kind of special to get a picture with the voice. There he is. We're so glad that he's watching. That one's away, and he is wide open over the top, and this is going to be trouble if they don't catch him.
Tyler Summers is going to catch up with him.
Summers is going to catch him, and I thought the ball came out, but
he did too. It was his knee, I think.
Yeah. Big pickup for the Raiders, and that was, again, number 20, Levi Blake, listed as the tight end that came across there. And a nice play. When that little slant pattern, I didn't see.
It was a crossing pattern, and once he got across the field, he just kept going. And
well, that's a great analysis.
They're going to take a timeout here because if they can get a score here, they can get that thing under 35 points.
We got to take a timeout and work on your contract. That was so good.
Well, thank you.
We should up your pay. We'll be right back here after we talk negotiations with Coach McLaughlin's contract on his sweet analysis on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back here at Paul L. Parker Field for 1st and 10. 37 seconds left on the Star Financial Bank scoreboard. And here they go. Levi Blake is in motion. And we are going.
Empty backfield again.
Yeah. A lot of pressure.
Across the middle.
That one's up.
Oh, it's intercepted.
Intercepted, but a flag. If this goes all the way back, it's going to be called back, and it is going to go all the way. This is Tecumseh Dyer, and I would love for this to stand, but everybody's already walking back, and Tecumseh runs it all the way in, and he had no other reason but to do that.
No, you keep going if you're going.
Yeah, poor kid. Look at how far
his dad's jumping around, and then he just realized.
Everybody quit pursuing and started to come back the other way. Poor kid. That could have been quite
interference.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of inadvertent, but they're saying you can't do it. Tecumseh's like, man, why is everybody? He got down there, he turned around and goes, where is everybody? Why isn't everybody down here cheering for me? Yeah, they threw a flag. So we're going to do that again.
I'm waiting for them to mark off this penalty.
Well, listen. It's taking a while. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense.
Why didn't they give them? Why didn't they go the other direction? What are we doing? Why are we replaying the down? What was the call? Was defense? Did they not take the penalty? What can you not?
Know.
You have to take a pass interference penalty? You can decline one. Who would?
It may be that time would have to come off if they did that. That's thrown up for grabs, and there's going to be another pass interference. Too many hands. Once you get past 5 yards, you got to get those hands off.
I'm still confused on the first one.
Maybe they won't do this one either.
Huh? But they will. Why wouldn't you? So the last one couldn't have been passing. I don't even know why I'm belaboring this because I don't know what the call was. I didn't pay enough attention. I was enjoying the run by Tecumseh, and I must have missed something, but I wouldn't know why.
See if we can get some clarification on that.
Yeah, if somebody out there can tell me what happened, I'd love it because I wouldn't know why you wouldn't take a defensive pass interference. I didn't even know you could decline that. I thought wasn't it an automatic penalty? I guess you could. I don't know. 1st and 10, 21 seconds left. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just kind of confused on that first one.
Over the middle again.
And that is picked off. That is Tecumseh. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Keep rolling. And we got a flag down again.
This one might be after the catch, though. I think this might be an illegal block after the catch. So I think we'll keep it because it's after possession.
Should be it because there's only 11 seconds left. I would assume we'll just kneel and go to the. All right, trying to sort it out, folks. So 11 seconds left. It's going to be on us. Don't know.
Yeah, it's after the catch. And so it's just going to be tacked off. You just take the penalty because you want the ball in the possession. So
he won't turn. He forgets to turn his mic on. He does have a mic.
Yeah. Could you go down there and check that audio?
Well, I mean, I've checked everything else here audio-wise. I mean,
I think it was an illegal block, blindside block. That's my guess, and so it's half the distance. We'll keep the ball. I would say at this point we'll just take a knee probably.
Coach Wilson's trying to help us out. Said that Firemuth is not playing tonight. Southern Wells quarterback is Tim Slusser. Yeah, we've got Slusser as the quarterback. We did not know Firemuth wasn't playing tonight. Thanks for the update. And that comes from volleyball coach Whitney Stewart from Southern Wells. So there you go. So breaking news, Firemuth is not at the QB position tonight. That should end. Is that going to end? Run the clock.
Yes. Knee, and yeah. They are. And
that'll be the end of the first half. We'll go into homecoming festivities.
The other thing that's going to do is it'll make this a running clock in the second half.
And there you have it. I can give you a quick update, folks, on everything that's been happening, because we have it right here on our very Twitter feed. So I want to thank Logan Connor from the Daily News, who is on site and giving the updates. So let's just recap the first half. It started off with a 60-yard rushing touchdown from Eli Wright, and the two-point conversion on that was no good. And then in a quick turn of events, Wes-Del intercepted, but then fumbled, and Southern Wells was able to recover that one, but then we got the ball back, and wow, Eli Wright one time again on the ground, and he had a touchdown, and it was a two-point conversion was good, and it was the pass from Noah Purdue to Carter Flynn, and that was Noah's first varsity pass in reception. And then Southern Wells answered with a touchdown from the 10-yard pass from Trey Slusher to Levi Blake, and the two-point conversion was no good. And then a touchdown was the Warriors' next possession, rushing touchdown by Mason Davis, and that gave us our fourth rushing touchdown in the first half, and the two-point conversion was good. And then Southern Wells went 3 and out when we got the ball back. It was a touchdown by Grayson Mealy on an 87-yard rushing touchdown for Wes-Del, and we were backed up in our own end zone. 3rd and long is what he has. And then we forced a fumble, and the Warrior defense is on fire tonight. Under 100 total yards given up in just the one touchdown. So the the defense was working well. And then we punched in another one from Owen Long, and that gave you the score 43-6, folks, at halftime. And we're getting ready for some homecoming festivities. But while we take a break from this, we have week 4 with the coaches show. But before we do that, we're going to get Coach McLaughlin's analysis, dynamic analysis of the first half. What do you think from a coach's standpoint?
A lot of offensive possessions and a lot of things working for us. When you have the ball, it keeps the defense on the field for the other team, wears them down, and I thought we did a great job of beating them off the line of scrimmage here. So just thought it was overall just a positive half, and I know that Coach Nuck's got a few things I want to talk about, but otherwise I think it's going to be a very positive halftime for him.
And there you have it. It looks like they're lining up the homecoming court, and there's my daughter right there in the first.
There you go.
There with Drake Fowler, and they're announcing him, and then on there, you see a lot of the Warrior homecoming court.
Yeah, we've got freshmen there, as you said, Drake Fowler and Charlie Mealy. We just did the junior court from the elementary, which we don't have that list, but your sophomores going to be, as we see here, Kirsten Ronan and Devin Spears.
There's a great picture of the wires that go into the booth. Now this is Spears and
Devin Spears, Kirsten Ronan, our sophomores.
The juniors.
Yep, our juniors. Mason Davis and Ansley Draper. Mason looks like he's a little sweaty there from playing in the first half.
It's muggy out there.
It is. Then we have the seniors, of course, 4 pairs of homecoming court attendees. And the first one here is Grayson Mealy, Amelia Hudson Roberts.
Mason is involved in football and baseball. Ansley Draper and Mason Davis. Now we'd like to introduce your 2024 senior homecoming court. Amelia Hudson Roberts and Grayson Mealy. Amelia Hudson Roberts. Amelia is the daughter of Jennifer Hudson.
We also have their second senior homecoming court attendees, Mackenzie McFalls and Trooper Bullock.
And also National Honor Society. Grayson Mealy. Grayson is the son of Courtney and Kyle Mealy. Grayson has been involved in football, basketball, baseball, esports, athletic leadership council, FBLA.
Pretty sure Grayson's the first Mealy to ever make a homecoming court as a male.
That's not true.
Oh, your dad did?
That's true. The great Ed Mealy.
There's a look at our third couple going backwards.
Did we hit rewind, or did they just make that move?
Well, they're walking a little ahead of
the voice of an angel, Brian Lake.
Yes.
Oh, this is fun.
Sure.
Did you go to homecoming when you were in school?
Always. Yeah, I was on the court.
Oh yeah, I bet you were. What'd you drive back then? Nissan?
Datsun.
Datsun.
240Z.
I could have called it.
2-seater.
You thought you were
way
something.
too fast of a car for
Yeah,
you.
you didn't need to be driving. What is this?
You got Malachi DuBois and Jade Dawson right here.
I think I like when they do the dress up and they decorate the jeans and stuff. You know that
They brought that back the last few years.
I
here.
like that. I noticed that the trends. This is going to date me, but when the trends start coming back around that we wore, that's when you know you're old.
Yep, can't wait for those big baggy jeans.
Silver tabs.
No, I still have those. I'm talking about the ones that were like 5 times too big at the bottom.
Oh, Junko?
Junko
Jeans, yeah. Little Tasmanian devil in the pocket.
And our final couple here, Rhea Knott, Tyler Summers. And of course, we'll find out who the king and queen are in just a second.
Yeah, we might as well stick around for that. We got time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little sad because homecoming's over. It's going to be over.
Yeah, and we, of course, have the dance before now.
Yeah, and it's been really well since we've done that. It's been well attended since we did it that way.
Yeah, we had a little issue a few years ago where we had a weather delay, and it basically cut out the dance. We had a 15-minute dance.
It wasn't a weather delay. It was the game against Tinley that went forever because they scored 60
right.
and 50 points.
That's what it was. It was raining points.
Here we go. See who it is.
Grayson Mealy.
Grayson Mealy. And Amelia Hudson Roberts.
Grayson has no idea how to put that on.
Yeah, he doesn't. This isn't his thing.
Wow.
He's all he's thinking is, I want to go run the ball again.
I think this is the first time he's probably done that. I mean,
Look at him.
I did see him wear one of those one time from Burger King.
He's worn plenty of those. There's a lot of Whoppers in the tank.
Well, congratulations
to Amelia
and Grayson and
all of them, everybody.
everyone that was
Those are great kids out there.
Yeah.
And we want to say great parents make great kids, and we are very lucky here. I wish we had the names of the little kids. We got to work on that. Pan over there. There you go, Mr. Producer. Get the little kids. Well, I know one. Maybe I don't. I like
One guy dancing there.
I like the guy dancing. He's my favorite. Oh, there they go. Well, he's like, no, I got more up my sleeve.
Well, we got about 11 minutes left, and I know you did a nice
I did. We
interview.
need to go into that. Sorry, I was getting caught up in the homecoming festivities. Folks, there it is. You have the homecoming crowning of the king and queen, and now it's time to go into week 4. I was able to sit down with Coach Knuckles and talk a little bit about the youth football program. We talked, of course, about homecoming, and we wrapped up real quickly about Greenwood Christian and talked about their excellent quarterback and how difficult he was to handle. So we're going to take you right to that. Here's week 4 with Coach Knuckles on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Welcome, Warrior fans, to week 4 of the Coaches Show. I know you normally are used to seeing Coach McLaughlin here, but Coach McLaughlin has the week off this week, so I'm here, the superintendent, sitting down with Coach Knuckles. We hope to see Coach back next week. He did have to move his daughter to Florida, so I'm the stand-in. So we're going to talk a little bit, Coach, this week about a couple of different topics, of maybe a few topics. We'll start somewhere with a little bit of recap of last week, and then want to talk about your youth program. And obviously the big one this week is it's homecoming week and all the festivities. And you and I are probably even coming a little in here, a little sweaty off of our officiating. We just officiated the Powder Puff games, which were fun. So let's start off with a quick recap of last week, going to Greenwood Christian. Actually played that game on a middle school field at Beech Grove. It was honestly, a nice middle school field.
Yeah.
Not a great high school field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good middle school field, not great for high school. You know, we showed up thinking it was just going to be like a typical game, ask where our locker rooms are and find out right away that we don't have locker rooms. So sending guys over to the 2-bathroom stall to get changed. And, yeah, a lot of different things.
That throws you off just a little bit out of your routine.
Yeah, a little bit. And they're a pretty tough team. You know, they're 3-1 right, or 2-1 right now. Coming into this week, they have a very special player back here at quarterback. We just had a really tough time. Tough time dealing with him.
He was. I was able to watch him scramble back and forth several times, and I will say the one thing is the receivers never stopped moving. So there was always an opportunity for him to find somebody, and that's really hard, especially on our schedule. We don't see a lot of that. Maybe Alexandria is the only other team that passes like that. Or even close to that, and most of what we see is ground game attack.
Yeah, and Alec probably, you know, they throw the ball probably a little better, but they don't have a dynamic kid like that back there, you know. And you can tell Greenwood practices a lot of that scramble drill stuff, and you saw it in the first 2 games. They played Covenant Christian, they played Park Tudor. A lot of the same stuff. He'd get back there, start scrambling, run left, right, juke a few guys out and take off. And it's something, you know, we practice that in practice, getting as many guys back there trying to work on that, but it's hard to simulate that when
Throws
that kid's
deep,
such a special athlete.
Throws deep, and he's the fastest kid on the team. So in high school, and you're dealing with 15 to 18-year-olds, what do you do?
Right.
Do you cover the deep? Do you come up and pursue the quarterback and contain him? Then he can still throw it if he's not past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And he could do that to us when he wanted to. He was a special player.
He was. You know, I thought we competed. We fought really hard in that first half. Kept it a very close game, but it was just
14-14 there, close to the end of the half.
Right to the end of the half. And then, you know, second half, just not able to sustain some of that. So a few guys went down, but other than that, you know, just still some areas we still got to improve on.
Yep. I thought there were a lot of things that I noticed that you've put in a new wrinkle almost every week. And some of that has been you've moved some guys into some different positions. And then even last week you had a pass play to Grayson. He's in a new position. That picked up. And some new wrinkles in your offense. Are you putting things in a little bit at a time, a little bit more to the package each week?
A little bit, our quarterback was out for most of the summer, so really opening up the playbook preseason was kind of tough. And then we got a couple guys having to get moved around. So a few of those things have happened kind of naturally. A few of those have been kind of forced. But each week, you try to find some areas that we can really exploit against their defense. And, I think we've done a pretty good job of doing that so far. We've really hit special teams hard this offseason, and I've been really proud of our special teams with some of our returns, but then being successful on a few fake punts, that's been a big area for our team so far, and something we're going to keep working on too.
Well, it is. We'll talk a little bit about homecoming in a minute, but let's talk about, I pulled in here on a Saturday, and I couldn't find a place to park, and I just needed to be in for 10 minutes. That's a good thing. It is full here. You have the high school kids out here, but your youth program, the way you're building that whole program up is special, and I think you're starting to see, it's always exciting as a coach to see the future.
Oh yeah. We got that implemented just a few years ago with our youth, getting a 5th and 6th tackle, a 3rd and 4th tackle. We have our K-2, pre-K-2 now flag. Last year we had about 30 kids in our flag and about 40 maybe between 3rd and 6th grade with our tackle. Struggled a little bit with those tackles. It was our first year in it, right now our 3rd and 4th grade team is, they've only lost one game. They're playing really well. 5th and 6th, about 500. We have a little over 50 of those kids. We have 54 kids in our flag program.
That's awesome.
Numbers across the board have been going up. We have about 100, close to 170 kids in our football program right now compared to about 120 last year.
And not only is that great for football, but you're giving those kids another opportunity, another outlet, and it may be the thing that triggers those kids into, this is why I come to school. This is why they're having mentors in their lives. They're having the kids they can look up to. So youth programs, and we've had a lot of good ones in a lot of other sports with several of our coaches. Youth programs are literally your foundation. They're your cornerstone of what your teams are and what it's going to be like in the future. Right now, you're building that foundation with the high school program, and those guys will be able to look back, and you're hoping that this foundation that you've built with those guys, the youth coming up, will be able to just build on top of that foundation. Then we start seeing championships and we start seeing banners coming in here, but that will still be connected to these guys right now that are in the high school. So it's all one big piece.
Absolutely. We talked about that with them all the time, trying to get them to some of their practices. We had a lot of kids out there just yesterday or on Wednesday, refereeing some of our flag games. They help with some practices. They're down at the elementary on Fridays, just teaching them, these young kids look up to them like they're the most, they're rock stars. And them being successful at the high school and working hard and giving back to them just breathes more excitement into the program and just gets those young kids really involved. Like you said, here in a few years when those kids are up here and we've moved the needle even more, it's because of what these high school kids have been able to do with them.
And we've got to say thanks for you to give of your time. And I think that's something that's missed a lot with past coaches we've had here and now with our current coaches who parents don't see the minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks, the years that you put in. And it is a sacrifice for you and your family. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of the school district that you put in that much time. And on top of that, you're now the athletic director. So just make sure you're getting home when you need to get home. And, but this is homecoming week. So that's the big piece is no one does homecoming like Wes-Del.
No, they do not.
And it is probably, besides, watching them go out of the doors in the summer, it's probably the most exciting week for me.
Yeah.
Because they enjoy it so much. It's a tradition like I've never seen. It's almost like the Masters. Tradition like no other. And every year I think it gets better. I think we add to it. From the coaching standpoint, some would say, there's coaches out there who would say that's a distraction, but I don't think you look at it like that. I think you embrace it. I think you have the team embrace every moment because I think you realize from being a player yourself what those moments are like. Is that why you embrace it?
Yeah, I think there's a big balance, right? We talk to our players like this whole homecoming. All of this leads up to our football game. That's the piece that all of this is about. But they need to experience it. We today with that flag or that powder puff. Every one of those coaches were our football players. Yeah. You see them in about every event they have, and I think it shows that they're, our kids and just our kids in general here. They're not just about their one sport. They're about school tradition and school everything they can do here.
And that's what
really
makes
nice.
homecoming is their involvement.
Yes,
how much they get involved, and it's not just your athletes. You know, when I was out there today with you at Powder Puff, not every one of those girls out there is in a sport.
Oh, yeah.
But they're out there and they're giving their all, and they're competitive and they want to be a part of it. And that goes into the dress-up days. That goes into the banners, goes into the floats.
Yeah, there's definitely something for everybody here during
Everything
homecoming.
during homecoming.
Absolutely.
And what's going to cap it off is the fact that, you know, this is airing at halftime, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we'll be in the lead when this airs, and that we'll sustain that in the second half, and we'll cap it off with a big win. And so that's my prediction. And if that doesn't happen, you have every right to find me after the game,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
and blame me. But that's my prediction. And I think that homecoming is really special for not only the current students, but I think it's special for the staff. Who really, that's another piece. I think our staff gets into it and they make it special for everybody.
Yeah, our staff involvement. I mean, every one of them's in on something.
If you didn't have staff involved, it wouldn't be as fun. But
Right.
they get into it. They get excited about it. And then I think just seeing our community come out and pack the stands, watch us beat the Raiders on Friday will be just the icing on the cake of a good week. And I think you need a win. I think you're ready for a win.
Very much so, yeah.
And what would a homecoming win mean to you and the team?
You know, it'd be huge. You know, we've had a grinder of a schedule here so far. Came in with some very high expectations and hit some bumps in the road, you know. So being able to get back on track. And in a big game like this, you know, we've already battled some adversity this week. Being able to get out there and put some stuff together, show what we've been able to do in the offseason and what this team's really about, would be huge for our kids, but also our school.
I think this could be the turning point. And as I said, my prediction is a Warrior win tonight, and we'll be celebrating home wins. Thanks for sitting down with us. It's exciting, and good luck in week 4 here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're back here, and I believe, if I remember correctly, in that interview, since I did that earlier this week, that I predicted we would be up, and we would be up big at halftime. And Knuckles said, "I hope you're right," and I was right. So
Such the prognosticator.
I tell you what, for a guy who got a PE degree, your vocabulary never ceases to amaze me. Cyclical and prognosticator. Can you spell
No,
prognosticator?
I'm terrible at spelling.
Do you know the actual definition of prognosticator?
Yeah. That's why I used it correctly.
We'll fact check. The chat will fact check you. But welcome back. And we do have an update. The third and fifth grade Prince and Princess Prince and Princess were Ronan and Brady Stinson.
Okay.
There was also a Sebastian and Princess Bailey, which we assume were the lower grades. That's from Mrs. Producer, who always seems to have more information than Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
And
That is correct. We also did not cover.
I think we all can relate to that.
One of the things I know that you'll want to talk about a little bit here is the legacy that we have at Wes-Del of Grand Marshals.
Oh yeah,
And so we
had a great one this year.
Yes, we
did.
did.
With dealing with a family unfortunate circumstance right now,
right.
but it was Ms. Bland, Becky Bland,
Yeah.
and congratulations.
Congratulations to her.
Well deserved. She is a co-senior sponsor with you,
Right.
and has been a senior sponsor for years.
A lot longer than I have.
And so you've worked closely with her. So I'm sure it's an honor for her, but she is dealing with a family issue and was unable to attend. And I don't think she was able to attend the pep session today.
Yeah.
We wish her the best.
I know it will mean a lot to her, as it did to both of us when we got it, and it will be something that she can cherish and hopefully make her smile through a little bit of a tough time right now. But we're very happy for her. And
our thoughts and prayers are with her from the whole team at the Wes-Del Sports Network as she's dealing with her family issue. And but we are so proud of you and wish you the best.
well deserved.
Well deserved for what has been a tremendous career and will continue to be a tremendous career as an English teacher, an educator, a class sponsor, and she's been involved in about everything in her time here. And congratulations to the Grand Marshal 2024, Becky Bland. So we're getting ready to kick things off here in the second half. It will be a running clock starting from the kickoff. Great crowd tonight, as you see there. Great picture. Great homecoming festivities. And so far tonight, if things continue, it's been a great night for the Warriors with a 43-6 lead. And we want to thank everybody involved with homecoming, starting with the staff, the students, the community, the administrators. We've been other places. We say it all the time. We say it every year we're on here. Nobody does homecoming like Wes-Del does homecoming, and so makes these kids feel special and gives them memories for life, gives us community memories. There's nothing but memories being made right here tonight in front of us with all the families. A lot of smiles and a lot of good times. So getting ready to kick things off, and it's going to be Warrior ball in the second half.
Yeah, Warriors won the toss earlier today and decided to defer, so they'll get the ball first and take over on offense.
Kicker is Albach. He's been a threat on the offensive side through the air. And that is an onside kick, but I don't know if they threw the flag and said it was touched. Right now there's no signal. There's a penalty flag.
Legal touch, it should be. Was touched by one of the players on the foot.
Crew's sorting it out. Sorting it out. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. This
I think
shouldn't
the clock
be,
is running.
This
so.
shouldn't be this complicated.
I don't know that the official on our side saw it because he was so far down.
Well, I mean, if they award it to Southern Wells, I don't know how they would. No, this is not going his way. So they're going to have to make a decision here. So what are they going to decide? What is the decision? No decision being made.
They're going to give the ball to Southern Wells, it looks like. Well, that microphone's working on that one.
Well, he didn't want the microphone on. Guys, I don't know, folks. I'm sorry.
They're giving it to Southern Wells.
Somehow the ball is going to Southern Wells, and I don't know how.
A couple of coaches aren't very happy about it because it was touched on the foot.
Well, the defense just steps up here. I'd like to say that I could say with all confidence that they might have got that right, but I think there was so much time involved in that.
I saw it touched the
I don't
guy's
think
foot.
they're quite sure what happened, so they just gave it to Southern Wells. So Southern Wells has it here on the onside kick.
Good news is we ran 2 minutes off trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we're down to 9:49 because of that situation. So it was chewed up some clock. And nothing there on the run play. Bottled up by Luke Powers, Brock Nauman, Dallas Godby, and a host of Warriors, and it's a loss.
Malachi DuBois in there also.
2nd and 13 now. I know the clock continues to run. As we said, 35-point margin creates this running clock situation. Spread. Nobody in the backfield here. It'd be a pass play, I would assume. See if the Warriors can stay home on this one. There's a flag.
Flag before the snap, so that's a false start.
It's a false start, and that'll back them up.
Another 5 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and 17, close to 18. And the clock continues to roll. Tell you what, still might be perfect time to get some half-priced apps at Applebee's.
Not a sponsor, but could be.
Not a sponsor, but could be. Coach, if you're going for half-priced apps,
Yeah.
appetizers, what's your go-to? Mozzarella sticks?
I like those or wings. That'd be a tough call.
I like their wings.
Well, once you get those, I'll get the mozzarella sticks.
Let's do it.
All right. They are taking an awful lot of time for a team that's down 43-6.
I kind of thought the same thing. They're running to they
There's
got
a
timeout. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and I'm going to thank our sponsors before we do. Our sponsors are Star Financial Bank, the Van Mater Reed Realty Team, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, American Pest, and, of course, Star Rocket Media. We'll be back here on the Sports Network. That's the Wes-Del Sports Network. We're back here. It's going to be 2nd and 17. Raiders empty backfield. That one's away. Passes up.
Almost intercepted again there.
That was old Dallas Godby. Could have been his second of the game. He's been all over the place tonight. What a homecoming for Dallas Godby. What a homecoming so far for all the Warriors. And this will be 3rd and 17. There's a good shot of Coach Hansen just doing the backwards stroll. That's not in rewind, folks. That's just an agile gentleman. And here we go. Third and 17, ball's on the 45. Raiders are going to an empty backfield now. There's a penalty flag. Penalty flag. I'll call it. Yeah, let's not get somebody hurt. So Slusser's back there. We found out he had a broken foot earlier.
Procedure again on.
And Fryermuth is in concussion protocol. We wish him the best. Hope he can get back to the field. Yeah, I might run out there and turn the battery pack on for the official. We've got some audio issues tonight here at Paul L. Parker, but I'm sure Kai Denny's sitting there and he says, I never had that problem when I was there. He instituted, that's the Kai Denny official pack. He instituted that while he was here so we could hear. It was a nice addition when it works. 4th and 17 now, and that is going to be up for grabs.
It's going to be short. I don't see any flags.
That's amazing. So that'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 45, and the Warriors will take over. We'll stay here with you. 6:12 and counting as that clock runs. See if I can get you some updates on that other rivalry game that everyone, well, I don't know how many people really care, but
Yeah, give us an update anyway.
I'll give you an update. It's the end of the 4th quarter. It is Yorktown 28, Delta 0.
All right. Well,
Kind of surprising for me. I didn't think it would be that way. Purdue in control there. Noah Purdue as he's talking to his team. That handoff is Riker Malk, and Riker Malk gains about 4, maybe 3. And that clock continues to run. Upcoming week, we've got some activities. We'll be talking about those just in a second. I'm going to pull up the sports calendar. But first, 2nd and 7. I think the Warriors are just going to run this thing as much as possible. In fact, I don't.
Yeah, you would sure think.
And that's Brock Nauman, and that's a first down and a great carry by Brock. So as we look at this one on Tuesday, September 17th, great replay there. Brock just churning the feet. But on Tuesday, the girls' golf team travels to Mississinawa where they will take on the Mississinawa Indians. And the girls' volleyball team will travel to Monroe Central, take on the Golden Bears. Here's third down. No, sorry, 1st and 10, as Brock Nauman picked that up. Riker Malk again. That's a huge carry for Riker, and almost a first down, just short, about a yard or two. And then nothing really on the agenda till we travel to North White, folks. That is a 2.5-hour trip.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up there by beautiful Lake Schaefer in Monticello, Indiana, proving once again there's more than corn in Indiana.
Not a sponsor, but could be Indiana Beach.
I think it's closed.
I think it's back open.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're making that up?
Nope.
Okay. Free sodas, yeah. Here's Brock Nauman, and that's
nice.
another first down, and he's got carrying several Raiders with him.
Starting to see a few new numbers out there. Some guys getting some playing time.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Winding this quarter down fairly quickly here.
Yep. Down to 3 minutes to go. That's a great idea. We're going to talk about the new girls basketball coach here in a minute.
Okay, I saw her on the way in.
There's Riker Malk to the outside. He's got some
He's
room.
got some room.
He's got
He
a lot of
might get
room.
there.
He's got it right in, and touchdown, Riker Malk. And look at this replay. He puts his head down right at the end, and another big impact, and that's the same kid that's taking shot after shot, and that is 421 Colton Boone. But I'll give Colton credit. He doesn't mind shying away from that, and he's trying everything he's got to get in there. But Riker Malk puts it in and extends this lead.
It looks like there's a flag on the
Never
play.
mind. I went through all that
There's
for
gonna be a
nothing.
false start or illegal procedure. Again, we talked about we're getting some younger guys out there, so somebody going the wrong direction. I'm sorry, that is going to be a hold. So that's a 10-yard penalty.
Well, the only thing that does is saves poor Mike Dowling's arms for his. By the way, we've reached that mark. It's time to get Trent Dowling and Mike Dowling the epic arm wrestling match of the century. We got to figure out where we're going to have that. This is
fumble.
and the ball is out. And that is recovered by Southern Wells.
Yeah, it sure was.
And Brock is,
Might have got the wind knocked out.
yeah, he's up, so that's good. He says he's all right to the
holding
official.
his shoulder down a little bit, though.
Yeah, he took a shot in there. I think it was a helmet to the arm.
Let's hope it's just a stinger.
Popped that ball free.
43 to
43
6.
to 6 because they didn't give us that touchdown because of the hold. I like the fact they're letting some other guys play, giving some of the younger guys an opportunity out there on the field. Good job by the coaches. Great experience on a homecoming night for some of these guys. And I think they're going to give Brock a break. Well-deserved break after that hit. It's like a pass play here. That one thrown away, and there's nobody home. And you got to wonder who was that even intended for?
Pressure there by Jonah Whitworth.
I'm not trying to say that. I guess it was intended for 20.
I think Jonah got part of his arm on as he was going forward.
But what I'm saying is, even if he would have thrown it, there was nobody
in the area.
I don't think it was an eligible receiver in the area. But who am I? Coach Lamb. I don't know how I missed it. Thank you. I just thought of that. How did I miss that? Cross-country meet didn't come up. Let me refresh. I didn't refresh my event link. I'm sorry, Coach. My apologies. Get that refresh going. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Yes. So we have cross-country middle school Blue River on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, got the Phil Clay invite at Burris. for the varsity cross country.
Okay.
And then Friday, the middle school has a Selma Invitational. And Saturday is the big Jim Leffler Invitational at Yorktown for the varsity cross country. I'm so thankful. And that's also sectional for girls golf. I thank you, Coach Lamb, for reminding me. I just had to do the old pull down refresh on Event Link, and there it was. So sorry, I must have missed that one. So cross country team coached by the great David Lamb, Teacher of the Year in 23-24. Teacher of the Year. And Devin Annie, I believe, is his assistant.
Yeah. Our numbers are really good. We noticed that during the
This is trouble. Oh,
sack. Or maybe lean forward enough to get a yard.
Yeah. That was Whitworth in there. That's the end of the quarter, folks. At the end of the third quarter, it is 43-6. Only 12 minutes to go in this homecoming match. So we'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Little
dance routine there.
Dance routine from the Warrior cheerleading squad. That was something there. For a second there, I thought one girl was going to get thrown out onto the field.
Nope.
All right, so here we go. 3rd and 11.
Start this fourth quarter, and it'll be running clock again.
It's just you or me, or it's hot up here.
It is warm and sticky.
Yeah. And you came from Florida where it's real bad.
Real warm and sticky.
Oh, nice sack. And that, guess who?
Jonah Whitworth.
Jonah Whitworth.
Been back there all night. Whoever is on his side is having trouble blocking him.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're actually going to punt this time.
My beloved Fighting Irish had quite the stunner this past
weekend. They need to bounce back, don't they?
Yeah, but I was kind of happy for Northern Illinois. Their coach, I was so emotional. He was so emotional. I was kind of happy for him.
That's not quite as good of a punt as some of the ones he's had earlier in the game. Again, clock running, so 10:50, but running clock the rest of the way due to the large lead. And we're very happy with that large lead. Excited that Wes-Del is going to look like hold on to this.
Big homecoming
victory.
First victory of the season and homecoming victory. Be a good night for the Warriors. Good week. And we get to travel to North White next Friday. I've never been there.
Yeah. Do we?
After going to North White, isn't that part of our contract?
No. No, you guys don't get it off.
No, I'm going to come home. I'm going to come home on that Friday, go to bed, and then get up and drive to Alma, Michigan the next morning for a tournament all day.
Yeah, I got to get up and be. We got to tee off at sectional at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be early mornings for both of us.
Well, what we do for the kids. What we do for the kids. I see down there on the sideline, in a very athletic stance. That looks like Coach Van Mater, just down there at the bottom of your screen.
Looks like his calves are tight.
Look at that athletic stance right there. He's also telling them some story that could be, what do you think, 81% accurate?
That's pretty high.
That is an athletic. There's a better angle at it. Yeah. Hands on the hips. He's about to be. He's about to have his second kid, so he's.
I think he's telling those guys, when I dip, you dip, we dip.
Oh, it's a terrible song. I don't even know.
Freak nasty.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was them or the 69 Boys. 69 Boys did Tootsie Roll, I think.
Tootsie Roll.
Look at this run. Look at this run.
Riker, maybe.
Look at this run.
He's got some room.
Riker Mock, touchdown, Riker Mock, and that's number
blocking.
2.
Great blocking in front of him there. Wyatt Wicker was out leading the block, as so was, I believe that was.
Great cutback. You
Easton
had
Stewart.
Eastern Stewart all the way in.
No, sorry,
Rumbling.
it wasn't Easton.
Luke
That was
Powers.
Luke Powers.
Running it all the way in. You do know that Coach Van Mater, his alma mater, is undefeated in football.
Yeah, he likes to tell us that, doesn't he? Because they don't have football.
They don't have football at Liberty Perry, Wapahani. It is 49-6, and we're going for the extra point.
Whoa.
High snap, and
Mason Davis is
Mason
going to have to keep
going to
it.
run this
I think
one
he's
in.
going to get in.
And he gets in for the 2-point conversion, and that's going to make it 51-6. And I don't think that was drawn up. I think it was the snap was high.
Yeah.
And that was Grayson. And I think Grayson just looked and said, that was not what I wanted to do, but Mason made something out of it. So it's 51-6, 9:17. We're not going to take another break. We're going to stay right here because that's what we do. We're working hard. Have you seen the fatheads down there? There are the senior fatheads there in the student section.
I thought you were talking about coaches again.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Well, they've been known to be called fatheads, but so my favorite fathead, if you ever see it, now that it was supposed to be a secret, but I saw the picture. Courtney and the moms did this, and so I saw the picture. My favorite one is Tyler Summers, because as thin as Tyler Summers is now, when he was a little guy,
He was a chubby baby.
he was a chubby baby. and so when they printed some of the pictures were closer than others. So Tyler's is really zoomed in.
I'll have to look.
And it's good. It's a good one down there. And you can tell who the easiest ones to tell are Reno and Grayson because of the hair.
Yeah.
So that you can tell those two guys. But they're baby pictures. They're baby fatheads. And you leave it to the moms to find those pictures. So Tyler didn't even know. It was a surprise to the boys today. I'm sure they're embarrassed. Carter Flynn kicking off.
It's a nice
Good
long
kick. Really good kick by Carter. And here comes Southern Wells trying to return before he needs to go out of bounds. Several Warriors met, led by number 24 for us, and that is Luke Lozer. Tell Luke with the pink gloves.
Yeah.
Placed at the 28-yard line, first and 10.
8:35, and that clock continues to roll. They're trying to get that extra player off. That's number 31, Jordan King.
Like we said, they're getting a few other guys in
A
here.
lot of the young guys, so they're trying to
make sure they have the
keep
right
track
numbers.
of who's there and who's not there. And this is going to be a sack by Malachi DuBois.
That play was going the wrong way the whole time. Quarterback went one way, and the running back went the other way, and it was a busted play from the start.
Malachi all over that one. Now some subs coming in. And that is Sean Ashton, number 64, coming in and replacing Malachi. And now they're getting Jonah Whitworth out of there as well. So a lot of your JV defense now on the field. I see in the backfield there they've got, or in the secondary, they've got Colby New. Nice tackle made there by Riker Malk. So 2 touchdowns on the night for Riker, and then gets involved on the defensive side with a nice tackle.
Still more than halfway to go here in this final quarter, but been a great night for the Warriors.
It has been. Jordan King back on the field. He'll replace Owen Long. So you still have Tecumseh Dyer out there. Trying to see some of the other guys. Raymond DuBois is in there. And there's Colby New, you see moving along the bottom of your screen there in the secondary. Little screen pass out to the outside. Nice pursuit tackle. That's Riker Malk again. And he's everywhere. And he's going to get a break as number 34, that's Colton Stanley, comes onto the field. And they're going to punt. We're going to be at 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Want to thank everybody for watching. Great group of people. Great night to watch. 51-6 on homecoming. Great group in the chat.
Looks like Wyatt Wicker and Colby New are going to be back to receive. A couple young guys going to get a chance here. You just stay away if you don't have a good.
Away, yeah, stay away from that thing.
You don't have a good chance of getting it. Just stay away.
Clock still running at 5:50. So once again, if you've sitting and watching and saying, you know what, this is a pretty good production. First of all, that's all Mr. Romine. And if you want to hit subscribe, and we appreciate you. Appreciate our sponsors, Star Financial Bank. You see the Star Financial scoreboard. Star Rocket Media will have the Star Rocket Star of the Game at the end. Dowling Dumpster Rentals, American Pest, and the Van Mater Reed Realty Team.
Getting a couple guys in here that we don't even have numbers for.
Okay.
Got some young guys. Drake Fowler in at center now.
Kind of fun to get everybody in on homecoming.
Sure is.
That's a handoff, and that's Colton Stanley. And Colton Stanley is a good, strong run. Just short, a yard short of a first down. So you're seeing some of the young guys, the future of the program. And they are trying to run this clock out and celebrate a great week at Wes-Del and homecoming.
Kicked off this morning by the senior run. This is a tradition that like no other.
Yes.
So Romine and I got a good laugh out of there.
How many of them made it
they
before?
Made 3 laps, but that was the exception.
That was the upper.
That was the exception, not the rule.
Not the rule. There may have been a few that dropped off after 1 lap.
Zach Gillum gets a carry there.
Feel a little breeze now. Some people trying to head out, trying to beat the, that's one heck of a stop you got to deal with there at 28 and 600. So some people trying to get out there early before the massive log jam of traffic. We moved early.
Yeah, you're going to get a bunch of young guys out there. And that's going to happen.
Moved early. Old Zach DeWitt. 57.
I see somebody coming in there, and that's one Mr. Ian Lee.
Ian Lee coming in, number 74.
A false start.
He's going to get old Zach DeWitt.
Zach's played quite a.
This will be Ian's first varsity snap.
May have gotten one last week because he was wanted to tell me about it. I think he might have got one late in the game last. Well, maybe not.
I mean, he might have. I don't remember. I was preoccupied. I was trying to make sure the officials weren't going to get killed. It was not a good setup.
By you, I think.
No, at that point I had changed my hat. I don't know if you heard that story.
Well, let's save it for off the air.
Remember when Bobby Valentine got thrown out and
Yes.
put on a mask or put on a mustache and
Yes.
a different hat? I may have. Let's just say they didn't quite recognize me in the second half.
So, anyway, Ian getting a chance to play there, and he's going to probably run over the sideline and say, give me some water.
He probably will. I'm happy for him.
It's fun to see all these guys, like you say.
You know what I
Everybody's
like?
Gonna
He's
go
doing a
home
good
happy.
job out
There's
there,
a good
too.
run. Outside.
He
outside.
could be gone. That's Colton Stanley, I think. No, that's
Luke
24.
Loser.
That's Luke Lozier. Nice run. And I tell you what, old Ian was doing his job up there at the top and doing the blocking. And you know what I love about Ian is he will seek you and Coach Van Mater out of a crowd. He loves the two of you.
I'm glad you love that.
He will find you. And I'm telling you what, he loves it.
Since 6th grade, he will.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you watch him on that last play, he's in there and he is blocking hard.
So, minute 30 to go here.
Warriors just trying to run the clock out, but, you know, it is what it is. And
Another
that's
handoff.
a run by Stanley. And he is carrying a nice job there. Warriors trying to run this thing out. Colby New's going to come in for King.
Yeah, we got a minute 14 to go here.
Let's see what they call out here. It's nice to see some of the JV coaches are doing most of the coaching now because this is their guys, and they're like, no, you got to be here.
Purdue showing a little bit of season here, taking that clock all the way down, and Coach Knuckles is going to do the right thing, just take a knee.
Yep.
As much as you'd like to run it in and punch it in here with these young guys, that's the right thing to do.
Yep, doing the
Gave them an opportunity to a couple plays there earlier, and they just
Yep.
weren't able to punch it in, but that's okay. So we'll have to do this one more time, and that'll pretty much effectively end the game.
Yep.
And that does.
And you know what? Noah Purdue stepping in as a freshman on a big game of homecoming and
Got to win.
got to win. He's got to be pretty excited about that. And what a great night as the clock runs down. They're going to line it up and shake hands. And
He's getting a lot of pats on the head.
the Warriors are victorious 51-6 on homecoming. And we are going to watch them shake hands with Southern Wells. And we're going to be back with a quick post game and sum things up on a great week of homecoming 2024. We'll be back here shortly on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back. As you can see, all the kids coming out on the field. Great scene here. Great show of school pride, and that's what you get when a week like this, and they're out there cheering each other on. This right here is the scene of Wes-Del that tells you everything you need to know. Folks, if you've graduated from here, you've had a kid graduate from here, or you've been at any small school, I'm not saying that, you know, any school is any different than any other, but they are. This one is special, and small rural schools or small schools anywhere, I think, are just special. They take things in, and they're a closer knit group, and that's what that picture right there says, is just how much the kids really do care about one another and the success of each other. So that's fun to see. But Coach, from your standpoint, you start the year 0-3. You have very difficult schedule. Alexandria throws the ball all over the place. They're having a good year. You then go and you play a very physical running Tri-Central team, and then you back that up with what I would be one of the top quarterbacks, both based off of numbers and based off of his just everything that he does on the field and the type of kid he is at Greenwood Christian. He can scramble. He can throw. You lose those three, and there you see Coach Knuckles getting ready to address his team after a 51-6 victory here What does this do in the middle of your season moving forward?
Well, it gives you that boost in the arm that you needed when you were struggling, and you're telling your team every day, hey, stay with it, believe in the system, believe in what we're doing. And then you see your quarterback go down in the middle of the week, and you got to put a freshman in there, and he picks right up and runs and it calls a great game and does everything he's supposed to do. It was just really exactly what Wes-Del needed. And so it gives you that positive approach to attack another week in practice and to get yourselves ready. And it gets you exactly what you wanted, a big win on homecoming in front of all your fans on a great night, on a great week. And it just allows the kids to, make a lot of memories. You can see they're enjoying this. And, they've been practicing so hard, and all they want is a win. And as coaches, we want it so bad for them too. And so it allows them to enjoy it, embrace it, believe in the coaches. And, I couldn't be happier for the kids, but really happy for the coaches, because I know how tough it is when you believe in your guys, but you just want them to get that victory so bad. And so I'm glad for everybody. It's just a good night for everybody. Everyone goes home happy.
Great scene right there. That ought to tell you everything you need to know about Wes-Del and just how exciting everybody is together, and that we do things just together, and it's a tight-knit community, and we're very lucky to be here. I don't take it for granted, and there it goes. There goes Kai. I love him. He's got no shirt on. He's out there running around.
Yeah.
Oh, he's something else. So what a great night, and I think it's time to go celebrate it, and we couldn't say much more. The coach didn't already cap off. A 51-6 win for the Warriors on homecoming. We appreciate everyone who stayed with us and watched. Thank you for being in the chat tonight, and as always, we'll be back here with another game next week from North White all the way up around the Monon, Monticello, all up into that area. There's more than corn in Indiana. We'll be from Indiana Beach bringing it to you. Mr. Producer, you going to ride your motorcycle? Not ride the motorcycle on that trip.
All right.
So, okay, I thought you'd have the whole gear on your back. So we'll see you next week. A great homecoming here in 2024. Congratulations to the homecoming king and queen, Grayson Mealy, Amelia Hudson-Roberts, and congratulations to Becky Bland, the 2024 Grand Marshal, and congratulations to the Warrior football team on a 51-6 win. From behalf of Coach, thank you for watching. We'll catch you next week from North White on the Wes-Del Sports Network.